Did you know that over 7,000 promises are found in the Bible? Each one is a reminder of hope and the incredible plans God has for your life. Today, I want to talk about the power of God's promises and how they can transform your life. In a world filled with uncertainty and doubt, it's easy to feel lost and without direction. But the truth is, God has a plan to prosper you, not to harm you. He has a plan to give you hope and a future. And it all starts with His promises. We've all been there, feeling stuck, uncertain about the future, and wondering if God is even listening. Doubt and fear can creep in, making it hard to see a way out. Maybe you're struggling with anxiety, depression, or feelings of loneliness. Maybe you're facing a difficult season in your life, and you're not sure how you're going to get through it. Whatever it is, I want you to know that you're not alone. We all face struggles, but it's in those moments that we need to remind ourselves of God's promises. We need to remember that He is faithful, that He is good, and that He has a plan to prosper us. And I want to tell you, it's not just a vague feeling of hope, it's a tangible, life-changing reality. So, let's dive into some of these promises. Psalm 34 verse 17 says, "The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them, He delivers them from all their troubles." Did you hear that? The Lord hears us, and He delivers us from all our troubles. That's not just a nice sentiment, that's a promise we can cling to in the darkest of times. In Psalm 23, we're reminded that even in the valley of the shadow of death, God is with us. He's our shepherd, guiding us, leading us, and providing for us. And in Jeremiah 29 verse 11, we're told that God has plans to prosper us, not to harm us. He has plans to give us hope and a future. These aren't just nice words, they're life-changing truths that can transform our lives. One of my favorite stories in the Bible is the story of Abraham and Isaac. Abraham was asked to sacrifice his son, the son he had been promised, the son he loved. And yet, he trusted God, even when he didn't understand. He trusted that God would provide, that God would be faithful. And in that moment of obedience, God provided a ram in the place of Isaac. That's a powerful reminder that God is always faithful to His promises. Not only did Abraham trust God, but he also believed that God was able to raise the dead. He believed that if he had to sacrifice Isaac, God would bring him back to life. That's the kind of faith we need to have in God's promises. We need to believe that He is able to do the impossible, that He is able to bring life to our dry bones, and that He is able to prosper us in the midst of difficulty. As we reflect on God's promises, I want to leave you with a challenge today. What promises are you holding on to? What promises are you trusting in? Are you believing that God is faithful, that He is good, and that He has a plan to prosper you? I want to encourage you to dig into the Word, to find those promises that speak directly to your heart, and to cling to them. Finally, I want to encourage you to share your own experiences with God's promises in the comments below. How have God's promises impacted your life? How have they given you hope and encouragement in difficult times? Let's share our stories and encourage one another to keep trusting in God's promises. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more motivational videos that will help you grow in your faith.